According to Minister Mitchell O'Connor, the main purpose of the bill is to further empower QQI as a regulator of quality and strengthen the agency's role in ensuring high standards across Ireland's education system. This legislation will also enable QQI to clarify, strengthen and make more efficient the operation of existing policies. That has to be welcome. The second key provision, however, relates to the examination of the bona fides and financial capacity of providers. As part of strengthening QQI's quality assurance procedures, the bill seeks to provide a legal basis for QQI to examine the bona fides and financial capacity of the providers with which it engages. This will enable it to assess a provider's capacity to provide programmes of education and training consistent with the quality assurance processes and procedures required by the 2012 Act. As we know, a substantial amount of this bill was only brought forward after a High Court decision in 2015 relating to the lack of protections for students attending English language schools here. And I think that is very, very necessary, and that case and other cases proved it's so damaging to our reputation. We pride ourselves here in enticing students from all over the world here to learn English, and it's so sad when those the bona fides of those students are abused, and when they have paid quite considerable sums of money and are here on the basis that they are going to learn a quality English course. And it's quite clear to many of us, I think, and the Minister, I'm sure, officials as well, that some of these operations were doomed to failure, and they weren't going to be able to continue, and they were not based on proper foundations, and they were bound to fail, and that is very damaging, and it's very detrimental to the English language students and the people here, and it gives them a very, very bad taste of our nation and our country, of a nation of hospital people. And I think we have to condemn out of hand such providers who, really threw those students literally to the wolves and left them here. In many cases, the DSP and other voluntary groups had to try and support them while they were here without, their payments or without their accommodation, and above all, for the reason they came here to gain a knowledge of the English language in the schools here they thought were reputable and believed to be reputable when they signed up for the courses. As I understand it, this sector is worth 1.58 billion per annum to the economy, and that is not small money. It's a large amount of money by any standards. However, while protecting students is to be admired, Minister, we must have clarity on a number of issues. And it's like always, we can't use a sledgehammer to crack a chestnut. We have to think of all the different aspects and the different tentacles and how the far-reaching consequences of strong measures to safeguard and protect those students and have those schools brought into under legislation. For example, I still have concerns that were raised in the Senate debate on this bill by Senator Robbie Gallagher. They have yet to be fully clarified, Minister. There it was noted that the bill makes a number of positive contributions. For example, by improving protections for English language students, providing greater powers to tackle cheating, introducing new powers to recognise private colleges, and giving institutes of technology the power to confer degrees. That being said, concerns were raised in terms of whether the proposed supports under the Learner Protection Fund, the LPF, would see the state step in to act as an insurer for private language schools. While the Minister clarified that this will not lead to potential cost to the state, will the Minister, clarify that this will not lead to potential cost to the state? I have to say that I would also share the concern raised by Senator Lynn Ruane when she pointed out the possible impact of the new Learner Protection Funds on smaller community education projects and organisations. And it's here my greatest worry. Those smaller providers and those small, sometimes voluntary entities that need to be protected. And so the time has reached closing time, so I moved that the adjournment of the debate last time.
Mattie McGrath move the